and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So I am very excited today to be talking to you about one of my favourite brands, Gucci. So I have been a little bit busy collecting some Gucci bits and pieces. Also, I wanted to say that Gucci are celebrating their 100th anniversary and they're going to be doing quite a few things this year. They're having a pop-up in London in Shoreditch, so I will be visiting that space. And they also have a film coming out this year, I think it's next month, and it's going to be called The House of Gucci, and it will be starring Lady Gaga and Adam Driver. And it's the true story of Gucci, and I cannot wait to watch it because I'm a massive Gucci fan, but also a massive fan of cinema, and I cannot wait to hear the true story, apparently, of what happened. Without further ado, let's go through all the items that I have in my Gucci haul today. First of all, I wanted to talk to you about some bits that I picked up. This was the serum, and this is also the foundation in 260W. I don't have any foundation on at the moment, so I wanted to quickly put this on for you. I have done a Gucci review, so I'll leave the review at the bottom on the foundation. I picked up a slightly darker colour when I wasn't able to go into store because of COVID to get the correct colour match. So today I'm going to be applying the serum and the foundation. I picked up the Gucci Palette Beauté Des Yeux, and this is the new Gucci eyeshadow palette. This is really expensive. This is probably the most expensive eye palette that I own, and I've owned Pat McGrath, I've owned Tom Ford. This one alone costs in pounds £145, which is a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. But when I show you how beautiful this palette is, I think you're gonna really love it. I also have a few lipsticks that I've picked up. Now, I picked up two of the limited edition lipsticks for Christmas or holidays, and I picked these up because I love their lipsticks. And if you can see, just right here, I have about 1 million Gucci lipsticks because I think that the colours are fantastic and the formula is really good. So I picked up those, and then I also have two of just sort of colours that I picked up as well. So Gucci haven't actually launched any brushes yet, so I'm going to use my Sonia G brushes, and I'm going to put on the serum, and then I'm going to move on to the foundation. Also, I completely forgot to mention, I've had a haircut. I really needed a bit of a trim. I felt like I needed a bit more of a style, so my hairdresser has done an amazing job, and I love this bob situation, so I hope you guys do too. So just before I apply the serum, I just wanted to show you what the bottle looks like. So you've got a glass bottle, which is so sort of luxurious and lovely, and you get 30 ml of formula in here, so that is quite a fair bit. The top comes off like so, and this is how it looks. So let's put on the serum, and I'm just going to put it on just like that. So that's what it looks like. The serum feels really hydrating on my skin, really nice base, works really well as a primer. So I actually had to refilm this bit, and I'll tell you why. I bought a colour back after lockdown ended, and I thought that the colour would be okay for my skin, but when I applied it, it just looked too light. So what I've gone and done is I've got the darker colour that I bought back when I did my first review, and I'm just going to combine the two colours together because I need something in between, hopefully get my perfect match. So I'm going to take a pump of the darker colour and then get the new one and just put in a pump, and let's see how that looks first. I'm just going to get my Sonia G brush and just blend it together first, and hopefully the two colours will mix well together. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so the foundation is now on, and I think mixing the two gave me a much better colour for my skin. I'm a little bit annoyed that I picked up the wrong colour, but what actually it's done in fact is it's allowed me to use them both up, because I didn't know that I picked up a slightly lighter colour, so having those two together has worked really well. So let's move on to why you are probably here, which is the eyeshadow palette. So let's have a look at that now. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So when you take it out, it has the packaging here and also its own pouch. Now I have to tell you a funny story about this. When this pouch arrived, it was really creased, and when I mean creased, it was heavily creased on this side. I have emailed Gucci and told them that that is not right and I should really get a new cover. I tried to iron it which I think I've done a good job if you have a look. Bit disappointed, but this is why you're here, and this is the beauty of this palette. So I think we need a bit of a close-up on this one, and let's take a look at the beauty of the Gucci eyeshadow palette. Sorry about my ring light. Can you see the gorgeous detail in the flowers? It is absolutely stunning. As you can see, you've got Gucci written there. It feels substantial, it feels weighty, it feels expensive. So you are getting value for money in terms of packaging. Now, when it comes to product, this has in total 12 colours in the palette, and they range from satin to matte to metallic finishes. However, when it comes to product, this palette has 9 grams of product. If you take 12 and then divide that by 9, it's not a lot. You will essentially get 1.3 grams of product per pan, which isn't that much. And if you think about how much the palette costs, it is a hell of a lot of money for not a lot of product. However, pricing aside, let's have a look inside. So this is what you get inside, and oh my god, how beautiful is that. Now, you may say, I've got a lot of these colours already, and I probably would agree with you with maybe some of these, but I've never seen this blue before. This blue is like a corn powder or corn flower, I don't know what they call it, but it's like a corn flower blue, and I am in love with this colour at the moment. There's something about this colour that gives me really calming, chilled out vibes. I recently bought a cardigan in this colour. I think it was from Fat Face, which I absolutely adore. There is something about this colour, and this is the colour that kind of drew me into the palette. You've got some beautiful, beautiful shades here as well that are very much neutral and will look stunning on most skin tones. And you get a huge mirror, which is here. Beautiful, beautiful mirror. I love the aesthetics behind this, and it's very original, very different. And I didn't know this. As I opened it up, I realised that you can actually take this out, and this is a refill. So you can refill the product, and they said that if you decided not to use the rest of this palette, or you've used it and you finished it, you can put jewellery in here, which there is space, and I think you can fit like a necklace or anything that's not too big. So I really love the fact that you can use this as a jewellery box. It's really, really clever idea, and that fits straight back into there, so it's really easy to remove and take out. There is so many colours to choose from. I could probably do a couple of looks, because if you look at the way these have been done, they're in sort of like squares. These squares really complement each other. This square looks really unique, and you can use that one as a liner or that one as a liner. So this is a really nighttime kind of look you could do. Then you've got like an everyday look here, and then this one again is an everyday look. So we could essentially do 3 looks today. Let's see how we get on. Let's try this one first. So I thought, with the fact that we're doing a couple of looks, that I might use the Gucci lipstick that I bought recently and see how that looks with this look, because I think the colours would go really well. This one is in the colour MOIRA Sienna, and it's in the SATIN formula in the colour 202. I'm going to do something that Gucci always kind of recommends, and it's something that I do anyway, which is to take this colour and use it as a blush. Because Gucci do not have any blushes yet, this will be a really good way to keep the look the same. So I'm going to go in now with my finger. And then I'm just going to go and add a little bit of mascara, and I will be back. So this is the first look with the middle quad from the eyeshadow palette, and I have some mascara on now and some lipstick, and I think this is a really everyday, really lovely look. One of the things I wanted to mention is, yes, the colours look sort of colours that we may have seen before, especially with this particular look, but the pigmentation is spot on. Like, when I put my brush in, the pigment came really, really quickly. It was really sort of smooth and easy to blend and really, really lovely. So I do really like this formula. Okay, so I can't really bear my excitement anymore. I really need to go into that blue now. So we're going to do the second look with the blue colour. So I'm going to have to put a sort of base on first. So I'm going to go in with this light colour, brown colour, just to lay the base. And that's a lovely matte colour, which I think will work particularly for the rest of the palette if you need to have a base. I am just going to add a little bit of foundation on. So I just added a little bit more foundation because I felt like the colour just came off a little bit. So now we're going to go in with this amazing blue colour, which is the one that really caught my eye. Look at that. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, that is gorgeous. I mean, this is just like a sheer colour first, but this is a matte as well. Oh, that is a lovely blue. I really want the intensity, so I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and we're going to use the flat brush, and I'm going to try and pack on the colour a little bit more. It's so beautiful, this colour. Can you see that a bit better now? Because I am packing on. I'm using Sonia G's Builder Pro brush, and it's working a charm because, wowzers, how cute is that blue? I think it really had a lot to do with the brush that you use as well, because as you can see, the colour picked up a lot better when I use this brush. Don't you just love that blue? Wow. What's lovely is it really pops, and I love that sort of pop of colour, and it's very, very nice. That is the blue on the lid. And what's interesting about this blue is you think it probably is gonna come out sheer, which is what it did initially, but then when you pack on the colour, you can really see the true colour, and it's come out really nicely. I really like that. What I'm going to do now is just play a little bit with this palette, and I might put the purple as a liner just for a little bit of a fun look, but let's see how this looks. So that is the purple colour there. Oh, that's nice. Just for a little bit of fun, the purple looks really nice as a lower colour with the blue. And you could even take a bit of the black colour and use that as well, because I might use the black just to put on my sort of upper eyelid to make it look thicker. So I'm going to take the black, which is here. I'll take the same brush. And what I'm literally doing is taking the black, and because I'm adding it to sort of the, like a liner, if you look at both eyes, it's really giving definition to that eye. The line looks thicker. Oh, I really like it with the black on the upper lid like that, because it just makes my eyes just look a little bit kind of more distinctive, and you can just see how the colours all work really well. I don't kind of want to add too much now because I kind of like the way it looks already. So I'm going to put some mascara on, and we're going to do another lipstick with this look. So this lipstick is a little bit more special because this is for the holiday season and it's limited edition. This one is in the colour Valeria Rose, and when I saw it I thought this is such a lovely colour. Reminds me of some of the mattes that I have got previously. This is in 217 and this is the colour. I am really excited to try this with this look. So, oh, I do love their mattes. This is a really lovely colour. Again, we're going to do that little Gucci trick. And this is the blue, which is the one I was so excited about, with the new limited edition Valeria Rose lipstick. This is the finished look, and I absolutely love this combination. Well, I love this eyeshadow palette. It is beautiful and so pigmented. Love it. So we're going to try another colour that I picked up, and this is in the colour EMMY Red. This I think was limited edition in 513. It's a satin colour. So this is EMMY Red. This is gorgeous, the packaging. It's got a red top. I think it was for Chinese New Year or Valentine's Day. Oh, this is lovely. It's got a lovely brightness to it. It's kind of like a reddy orange colour. And this is EMMY Red. Again, you can just take whatever excess you have and use that as a blush if you want to. I think this is so lovely, this formula, this satin formula is really nice. So this is EMMY Red. It goes really lovely with my dress actually, this red. It's a really, it's not too orangey, it's not too red. I think it sits in between, but it does brighten up my face. It's a very lovely red. So I just reapplied my foundation again, and I have to tell you that this Sonia G brush is amazing. This is the jumbo base brush. So if you have the smaller set that she had, this is like a larger version, and it's so good. Like, it puts on the foundation really lovely, and I have quite sensitive skin, so this feels so lovely on my skin. So I thought I'd mention that, and just blends the foundation perfectly, because as you remember, I had to blend the two colours together to get my perfect match, which is this colour. Just a shout out to Sonia G for this fabulous brush. So now we're going to move on to our final look, and I've started again, and I'm going to take these colours and just show you what you can do with the last 4 colours in the palette. I am going to take the pink colour, this one here, and just lay that as a base. Now what this should do, it should open up my eyes, because whenever I've used this sort of colour in the past, it just brightens up the eye area, which is always really good. And this is a matte colour as well. Now just so you know, there are a few mattes in here. So you've got the black, the blue, the brown colours here going across, they're all matte. And then these two here are matte colours as well. You've got some satin finishes and some metallic. I think the metallic one is definitely this one here, perhaps this silver one here. And then you've got some satin finishes, which I think are these ones. I will list them all in my description so you can see which colour is matte, which one's satin, and which one is metallic. I'm going to go in again with the pink and just use that as a base. And as you can see, the pink, the brown that I used initially are great ways to just brighten up your eye, or just to lay a base, which I'm doing right now. Quite curious to see how this is going to look on my skin. I think you're going to get sort of like a taupey colour, but let's see how this looks. So yeah, it is like a taupey metallic-y colour. Quite an interesting shade actually. Doesn't look like how it's going to come out on the actual camera, so I'm quite interested as to kind of why they picked that colour. It's very interesting. And then I'm going to take that purple shade, which is this one here, and I'm going to just put that on the outer V and blend that in together. It's just a really sort of nice everyday look, and I think they've purposely put these colours together because these 4 work really well together. And I'm going to take the white. I'm intrigued to see how the white is going to look. I've got my brush here and I'm going to go into the white shade, and it's pretty pigmented, which is really interesting. And I'm going to dab that. You see that colour? It really is better when you use a flat brush to pick up the colour. That really is an interesting shade, and what I might do is now I'm going to sort of blend that out a little bit, just so that there's a pop of whiteness in the centre of the lid, which is really nice. And you could even use that white as the inner corner, which I am going to do now. So I'm going to take my Sonia G Pencil 1 brush and go into the white and put that as an inner corner. Can you see the pigment? It's really strong. It's really lovely. It's really brightened sort of that part of my eye, and then I can take the remaining white and just put that there and do the same with the other side. Use it kind of like a highlighter as such. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. The mattes in this palette are really, really lovely. And as you can see, it's created a lovely kind of look with those 4 colours. What I might do is just go in again, and I might just take the pink and just blend it with that white a little bit, just because I do like this pink. Nevertheless, they blend really, really well together. Really lovely, actually. It's just a really nice sort of look. I'm just going in with the purple again and just trying to get a little bit more on the outside, just to give it some depth. And I might go in with my Sonia G flat definer brush, and I'm going to try and use the darker colour, which is the purple, that one there, and I am going to line my eyes with that. It's really nice. So you can see that using those 4 shades, I've been able to create another look, which is really lovely. I love the way they've laid this palette out. You can create essentially definitely 3 different looks, and then even more, because the colours all complement each other really well. This is the eye look now. I haven't done any mascara, so I'm going to do that now off camera. Then I'll come back on and we'll do the lipstick and blush together. So I've just put on some Gucci mascara, which I have on now. And now I'm going to show you the other limited edition holiday collection lipstick that I picked up, which was in the colour Goldie Red. This is the colour Goldie Red. This is a special packaging with the hearts and stars. And this is in the matte formula. As you can see, I'm a little bit of a red person at the moment. I'm loving red, and it just brightens up your face. So what we're going to do is get some blush on. So I'm going to take my fingers again. This is the final look. This is the 4 quad at the end, and I'm using the lipstick Goldie Red in the holiday collection, and it's really pretty. So this is the finished look, and I hope you have enjoyed looking at the 3 different looks that I have created for you today. I have loved all 3 of them. Beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette. And I love the lipsticks too. So I'm just going to show you 2 of the arm swatches of the foundation. The one at the bottom is the lighter one, and that is in 260W, and the one at the top is in 310N. This one is too light on its own for me, so I've had to combine these 2 together, and when I have, it's created the perfect match for me. I would probably say you need to go in store and get colour matched if you can, instead of having to pay for 2, which is what I've done. So please don't make my mistake. Okay, so now let's do some swatches on the lipsticks. So this one is MOIRA Sienna, which is the satin lipstick. The next one is the limited edition colour in Valeria Rose. So this is the matte colour in Valeria Rose. The next one is the limited edition colour in the colour EMMY Red. So that is EMMY Red. And then the final colour is a limited edition colour, and it's in the holiday collection, like Valeria Red, in Goldie Red. So this one is in the matte formula, and that one was in the satin formula. We're going to swatch this eyeshadow palette. We're going to start from the top right down to the bottom. So this one first. Ooh. So the first colour is this one here, which is pretty dark. Looks darker actually in the palette. The second colour. Ooh, that's the metallic. So this is the third colour, which I think is the metallic again. This shifts, which is pretty, on camera you can see it shift. In reality it looks like a peach, but on camera it looks like a purple. Then we have the matte shades, which is the first one there. I mean, the pigmentation is really good. Then we're going to go into the white shade, which is there. And then the pink shade, which is there. That's the pink shade. So that's the first row. Those last three are mattes. So let's swatch the bottom row now. We're going to start off with the blue and then go across. So the first one is the blue shade. Then this sort of grey metallic shade. This sort of brown colour that I used as a base, then the darker brown colour, then the purple, and then the final shade. They look like metallic finishes. That's metallic, maybe that's more satin actually, but I'll tell you what everything is at the bottom of the description bar. So that is the end of my Gucci haul. I wanted to thank you for watching the video. I also wanted to say happy birthday to Gucci for 100 years. I can't wait to go to the pop-up store when it comes to London and to celebrate 100 years. I think that Gucci have done amazingly well. I think my first memory of Gucci is when my mum used to have a Gucci bag. Unfortunately, it got stolen, sadly. She used to talk about how lovely the brand was back when she used to buy it. And I think Gucci went through a period where people fell out of Gucci, and Alexandro Michel, who has come on board now and has changed the face of Gucci, has really embraced not just the new style of Gucci, but has taken a lot of the archive stuff and made that into something that's accessible to everybody. And that is why I really love where Gucci are going. Their makeup, I think, is really actually very, very good. If you love palettes that are a little bit more interesting, I definitely would give this Gucci eyeshadow palette a go. The colours, I mean, look at this blue. It's so, so pretty. And I don't have anything in my collection that has this kind of impact or this sort of colour, and I bought this, and I'm not saying specifically for that blue, but it's what drew me to this particular collection. The lipsticks are gorgeous. As you know, I have a huge Gucci lipstick collection. I'm sure it will keep on growing because I really do love Gucci lipsticks. The foundation is very, very nice. I have done a review on it before, so please check it out below, and I'll put that down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think of this collection, especially the new lipsticks and the new eyeshadow palette. What do you think? I know it's very expensive, but for me, I enjoyed using it. I thought that the colours were really pigmented and it really filled a gap in kind of the makeup that I have. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.